Hey everybody, welcome to our empty-ish house tour. If you know, we've been building and for the past 7 months, and our home just completed a couple weeks ago, and we are finally in. And my name is Melissa, if you don't already know me, and my husband is Akeem behind the camera. All right, and so as promised, we said that we were gonna do an empty house tour, so we are finally getting the chance to do it. Again, the house is not completely empty because we have been living here for a while now, but we do have empty house footage that we can go ahead and we're gonna plug in as you watch the video, but let's just go ahead and get into it, all right? So, first things first, when you come in, we have the double door entryway, and we come into the foyer area, and we have the 5 panels with the rain glass, and we have the double windows up top. And then to the, as soon as you walk into the right, we have the dining room area with this big great window. And then we have our chandelier. We didn't get a chance to do too much in here, like I mentioned, because we are still waiting on furniture. But this is the big dining room area. We want to get a big table in here for formal days. And then we kind of like put a buffet area, some art, and then something like a wine or bar cart over here. So once we get into decorating the house, you know, we'll come back with more videos and you guys can see how we do that. So to the right of me, I have my office. It's actually a shared office for myself and Akeem. However,
it will be eventually, because right now it's not.
I work from home right now, so I've kind of taken over the office. But at the same time, I am still running my business, which is a women's clothing boutique. So if you're not familiar, that is Kennedy Jade, and that is my women's boutique. So I still run it out of my office, but I'm just gonna peek in here real quick because I don't want to go around too much. But we do have the French doors, and they both open, but I do have this one locked just so it can stay steady. And it's a nice big open space. We have the one window right here, and they're kind of inverted. And then we have the smaller window right there. And then down here, we added a floor plug because when we do the double office, we want to have 2 desks in here, and then we want to be able to plug in the middle of the floor. But there's also plenty of sockets throughout the rest of the room as well. So leaving out of the office, again, we have this huge entryway area. 2 stories up, we have our rotunda area and the stairs. And one thing that I loved about this particular floor plan was how you can see the entire rotunda area. It's like a 360 view all the way around. And we have the iron and the wood staircase as well. And it just has like this nice little rotunda area right here. And it just adds character to the home in my opinion. And then our chandelier that we went with. And one thing I love about this house is-
You forgot to tell them about the floors. This is like a big deal to us.
Okay, I definitely forgot about the floors. So if you follow us, you know, and you've seen the floors. We actually changed the floors halfway through the building process, and we ended up going with a gray wood-like tile, and we ended up laying it in a herringbone pattern. So that was an upgrade, but it was an upgrade that we absolutely would not regret. We absolutely love it. It looks great in here, and I feel like it gives the house just a little bit more character as well.
I don't think we regret any of our upgrades. We probably regret not doing
that part.
some
I was
extra.
gonna say there's a couple things we did regret not doing. But the good part about it is we can always go back and do those later. So once you get past the entryway area, we have our half bath. Let me go ahead and let you in here. All of the first floor doors are 8 feet. So we have these nice grand doors. And then we have our half bath right here. And it's something simple. It's just a toilet, a mirror, and the sink. But we will be updating that later as well. But again, if you follow us, you'll see the different upgrades and different things that we choose to do with the house. All right, so as soon as you come out of the half bath, we do have this great big area, which is called a art niche. And we are going to commission one of our close friends to create something to put in this area. So I'm extremely excited about that. I think it's a perfect place for his projects. So once we get that in, we'll talk more about that later as well. So after you get past all this amazingness of our entryway, we still have a lot of house left. So next we are gonna go into our living room and kitchen area. And so just go ahead and follow me. Okay, so welcome to one of my favorite places of the house, and that's gonna be our living room area. Again, it's empty because we have no furniture really. But one thing I really wanted to talk about was our fireplace. This is probably one of my favorite design pieces that Akeem and I probably came up with together. And that's because originally with our home, we had the fireplace that was over in the corner. And so we decided that we wanted it in the middle. And then we kind of went crazy, but we went bold. Now mind you, this was probably 3 days into framing, but we went bold and we wanted black tile. So we have our big black tile fireplace, and it has a linear box fireplace. What's the inch of this bag?
It's a 42 inch.
Okay, so we went with the 42-inch linear box for the fireplace, and it has little rocks inside. It also comes with a remote to turn it on, and we just love it. It creates a pretty good, pretty ambiance in the area, and we are going to stay in this fireplace. We wanted to leave it blank because we wanted to come with like a wood color, so we'll be doing that in the future. And then with it being in the middle, we're actually gonna add built-ins on each side. But what I love most outside of the fireplace is when we moved it, we actually gained an extra window here and here, and then so it just gives us like this huge panoramic view of our backyard. And because we don't have any back neighbors, it just makes it like an amazing view out here.
We didn't gain it, we paid for it.
Well, we definitely got it because we moved it.
Oh, for sure.
So if we wouldn't have moved it, we couldn't add it.
And
so
that,
yeah.
And that was all your call. So this whole concept right here was a probably 25th hour decision. It was corner fireplace, like Melissa said. It was a corner fireplace until the very last minute. We moved it, which I was against because I felt like it would take up too much space in the living room. But I'm ecstatic with how it turned out because, you know, going all the way up, this is 19 feet tall. So, I mean, it turned out perfect. And it didn't take up as much room as I thought it would. And then the other last minute decision, because this was a pretty pricey upgrade to go with the 42-inch linear box. But instead of that, it would have been a big fireplace. They're probably, I don't know, probably about that size in the mantle. And that's a little bit old school and this is more modern. So I'm super happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, I super agree because I had told Akeem if we had to get the box, like the square box fireplace box, I didn't want to move it.
I'll try to put a picture in on what it would have looked like.
Yeah, so I'm like, but if we do it to give it like a more modern feel, we should definitely do the linear. So it worked out. We both love it.
And we just have to figure out what to do with this bird's nest of cords because all of our wiring, so for our surround sound speakers, our home room, for our Wi-Fi, it's all mounted here. So we need to put some type of, I don't know, credenza or something right there to hide the wires and then have something. I want something that matches. I like symmetry, but I don't know, we'll see. Built-ins, floating shelves, we'll see. It's a work in progress.
One of the things we also added to our living room is a floor plug. And again, you know, just when we get the couch in here, it's just easier to plug things in right here instead of going to each of the outlets and you just have cords everywhere.
Perfect for like lamps or even for people that have like the motorized couches or the lazy boys that have motors or the theater seats. It's perfect for that.
So real quick, before we go into the kitchen area, you are probably seeing these paper blinds in our living room and you'll see them in some of the bedrooms. So we did order shades. We have motorized shades in here and in our bedroom. And then we have the zebra shades throughout the rest of the house. And so in the meantime, for privacy, we have the paper shades and that's just so, you know, temporary until our actual blinds come in. So if you see them, our blinds should be coming in anytime soon. Okay, so coming into the kitchen area, we have our 9-foot island. And underneath the island, there are rows of cabinetry. And this is where we currently keep our holiday dishes. But it's a nice amount of space. It's 3 rows, big open space. So it's plenty of storage in the kitchen. And we went with a marble, like a light veiny quartz, not marble, but marble look island. And we wanted just enough vein to show detail, but not too much where it looks crowded. So we did go with something a little simple. And I absolutely love it. To add to that, we have a single basin sink. This is the Blanco sink. And then we have a single faucet. And these are Delta, and then we also added the soap dispenser.
Our sink isn't YouTube perfect, so.
Our daughter is home from school, or she's home, she doesn't go to school, so she had a snack earlier. And so then we have GE, it's Profile, right?
Yes.
GE Profile. So we have GE Profile, it's right there. We have GE Profile.
I'm sorry.
Crazy. You know it drives me crazy.
I'm sorry.
But appliances, so we have our microwave, and then another upgrade that we both knew once we started building our house that we wanted, or buying even, is that we wanted a double oven because we both do a lot of the family hosting for holidays. And so we knew we needed more space, so we went with that. And what I like about this is it is touchscreen.
Other side. There you go.
It is touchscreen, and it is also Wi-Fi compatible, so that's great. We can control it through our Wi-Fi.
And the crazy part is we will never use the bottom oven and the upper oven at the same time, but maybe 2 to 3 times a year. But when you need it, you want it.
But yeah, so we can use that through our app. And then we added under cabinet lighting throughout the entire kitchen area. So turn that on real quick.
It looks terrible on camera, but it looks good in person.
And then the house came without hardware, but Akeem added the hardware. We bought it off of Amazon, and we just added it throughout the house, and it really makes the kitchen look great. It really pops in here.
We're probably gonna end up doing a video on all the upgrades and how much we spent. Things we wish we would have done, maybe a couple things we wish we wouldn't have done, but we probably end up doing that video coming soon. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that I was kind of nervous about was our backsplash. So we actually went with a stone backsplash, and we went with the chevron pattern, and this was actually a very, very last minute decision. We actually picked this backsplash maybe 3 weeks before closing because the backsplash we wanted was on back order. So we had to wake up one day, run to the design center, and just pick something that we thought went. And I was super nervous about it because it was gray and the floors are gray. And I originally wanted it in a herringbone, but I love the stone look. So to me, I feel like it works. I feel like it looks amazing in here. We got a ton of compliments, so I'm happy we did that.
No, I love it.
So we have a 5-burner range cooktop, and this is also Profile. And then what I love about here is we have the remote control hood because it's under here, and when you're cooking, you don't want to go over the food. So we have the remote, and it just turns the light on. You can turn on the fan and so on and so forth. So I do like that feature of the house. I feel like that's a really good feature. It's pretty dope. We added pull-out drawers, and then we added more like a more pull-out drawer here. But again, we'll talk about the different things that we did in the house. Two other things I want to talk about before I move over to the next part is we have the USB. I think that's pretty dope. It came with the house. It helps. And then we have the pull-out trash, which is so convenient because it keeps it hidden and out of the way. And so, and then we also have like this little nook area, and we are creating our coffee bar area over here. So up here we have our mugs, and then down here we have like our drinks and stuff like this. And this is just a false drawer, but I do like this little area. Again, it has the underlighting, so it looks pretty dope at night. Before I go to the butler's pantry area, let's go back this way, babe.
Following you.
So 2 things. This is our kitchen nook area. So this is where we will have our eat-in kitchen. We will have bar stools for the island, but then we'll also have a kitchen table over here. And in this particular area, we also have the 2 pre-wires for the pendant lighting that we added. We still have to pick our pendant lighting because we couldn't find anything that we liked at the time. And then we have the 2 for the speakers as well. Okay, so this is our butler's pantry area, and this is pretty much where we're gonna keep our bar items for now. Like our champagne glasses are up here, wine glasses, and our champagne and liquor and everything is down here, and then we have like our little catch-all drawer. But in this area, we also carry through the underlight cabinet as well as this backsplash. So we also have our mud bench area, which is perfect for the kids. It's like a little drop zone where they can hang up their coats and their backpacks and their shoes. And then we also have our laundry room, which I'm not gonna go in there because it is chaotic. but I will insert footage of that as well. And then through this area is our pantry, and it's chaotic, of course. But this is where we store all of our food at, of course. And one thing I like about the pantry, and that our youngest happens to love, is that we actually went with the
jam switch.
Yes, the jam switch, and it just opens, or it comes on when the door is open and closes when the door is off. If we can keep
when the door is closed.
When the door is closed. If we can keep the kids, if the kids can keep the door closed, actually. That seems to be a struggle here.
So where are we gonna go next? Patio?
Yeah, we can go. And then, okay, so through this door is one of my favorite places right now. It is my soon-to-be oasis from the inside of the house.
Say hi, Uno.
So that's our golden doodle, Uno, and we put him in a cage because he is my height, and if he was out, he would be jumping all over us, and we just needed a couple seconds to make this video. So this is our patio area, and we actually have it pre-wired for a TV,
So we have surround sound speakers,
yeah,
and pre-wired for a fan out here. The plan is to put a TV on that wall, so we have the coaxial that is connected to that cable area that I showed earlier. And right now I have the trusted Traeger over there temporarily, but we're gonna end up building a cooking shed in this area to house the Traeger and other grills and things of that nature to clear up the patio space.
All right, so right off of the kitchen area, we have a coat closet, and then we have a secondary bedroom. So this is a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath house. So right through here, I'm not gonna go in the room, but I will insert footage of the empty room. But right through here, we have a bedroom, a full bath, and then a walk-in closet. And so you'll see it's carpeted unlike the rest of the house, and it has a tub, and the closet is like extremely spacious. So. All right, so the next place I want to take you guys to is actually going to be, like I said, my indoor oasis, a place where I like to go relax and, you know, just kick back, and when I want to get away from all the craziness, is my bedroom. So this is our primary bedroom, the master bedroom that's on the first floor. We have a little walkway that lets you in here. And then we actually have bay windows in our bedroom, and then I just have like my little makeup area. And in here, we also added pendant lights also instead of the regular lamps. And as you can see, we have 2 holes in our ceiling because they actually, we came in and we measured them, but then we had to flip them. And so they said once we move in, they'll come back and they'll move them over or adjust them accordingly. So they actually came and did that already. So they just have to patch those back up. But with the pendant lights, we each have our own individual switches, so we can just go ahead and, you know, cut them on or cut them off without having to come over here to the light switch and just cut them on that way. Again, we are upgrading our bed and we're adding nightstands, so we don't have those in yet. But once those things come in, we'll go ahead and update you all on that as well.
Yeah, all the furniture is on back order. Anything that's custom made is 12 plus weeks lead time. So the whole house is a hodgepodge of furniture right now, but once we get it complete, we'll do a finished, fully furnished tour and judge us from that, not this.
And then y'all, because I think our couch is like 18 weeks?
Right now it's scheduled to be in August.
Yeah, so.
And we ordered it in March.
Yeah, mid-March. All right, so my next favorite place, I am like a sucker for like all things spa, relaxing, luxury. I really want like a luxurious feeling to the house, to my area. So through these beautiful 8-foot double doors is another one of my favorite places, and that is our bathroom.
Insert dramatic music.
All right, so do you need lighting in here?
I think we're good.
Okay. So we have 2 power sinks, 2
vanities. I got you.
Thank you. All right, because they're gonna think I'm slow. So, y'all, I'm tired. All right, like I said, I work and I work late and I get up early. So just bear with me. All right. So we have two vanities. This side is Akeem's vanity, and on his side, he actually has the medicine cabinet. We went with frame mirrors. We originally had a single faucet spout, but I felt like the double, it's not double. I felt like the two handles and the faucet just gives it more of a aesthetically pleasing look. And so we switched these out last minute, but I'm glad we did. They're perfect. And again, throughout the house, you'll see we went with matte black and white. Our cabinets are Marlana, and what is the thickness?
2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, I believe.
Okay, and this was actually Akeem's idea. So I love it. It's simple. If you get close enough, you can see the detail. I think it's great. We also went with these like square-like basin sinks. On my side, I have a little bit more than Akeem, and it is well needed. So I have like just, this whole area is kind of like an additional on mine, and it just creates a lot more storage in here, so it's perfect. Beyond that area, we have our walk-in shower, and it has a magnetic door. We did go with the framed currently, but we do plan on upgrading it to frameless. But it was just, some things just made sense to do after because it was just cheaper. So that's what we did here.
Less expensive. We don't like that word cheap.
Less expensive.
There we go.
Akeem is anal. But, so
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Anyway. So, just to kind of, before I step into here, we went with in here, I didn't want it to go too busy, but when I saw this tile, I absolutely fell in love with it. I thought it was great. I thought it was just enough detail, and I'm not a huge fan of like the glossy look, and it kind of was like a matte marble look, so we took this throughout the entire bathroom and up the tub, and then we took it up the shower. So, in here, Akeem, this is more so Akeem's shower. Well, it was. And originally it was like, okay, Akeem, this is your space. However, I absolutely love being in here. It is massive in here. I'm 4'11", and it's just, when I'm in here, it feels like a sauna, spa area. It's dope. I love being in here. I love taking showers in here. So we added a wall niche right here, and I just felt like aesthetically pleasing. It looks great when you walk by. We'll have our items up here. It's great. Akeem picked the tile flooring. I kind of nudged him in the way that I felt like he should go. But
that's BS. I picked this. Okay. All me.
Yeah.
All me.
Yeah. If you know, you know, okay? And so one of the other upgrades that we did was we added the bench seating. And even though it doesn't get a lot of use as far as us sitting in here.
Speak for yourself. I chills.
Do you? Because it's cold. I have no reason to, because everyone kept saying like, oh, to help with waxing, well, shaving, but I get waxed, so I really don't have to do that anymore. Through here, this is what we call our water closet, and it's simple, just a toilet, toilet paper, fan, the whole nine. But I do love that it's separate, and I don't want to get into too much detail, but one thing that I love about this is at our old house, the toilet was closer to the bedroom. This is further away, so when someone's in here, you don't hear the toilet flushing. That was something that he and I used to argue about all the time. Yeah,
so at the old house, the pipe for the toilet ran between the wall that separated the bedroom from the bathroom, so you could always hear the water running anytime you flush the toilet. So
it would drive me crazy. But, y'all, so this is my spa garden tub. It is 6 feet long. I'm not sure of the depth, but I'm 4'11", and when I sit in here, y'all, like I'm like halfway. When I'm sitting up straight, I'm halfway, and if I lay down, my feet don't even touch. So I absolutely love this. I love the area where I can add my bath salts and candles and different things like that. And I absolutely love this window. It's huge. It lets in so much light. I can't wait I'm not gonna show y'all today because y'all not ready, but I can't wait to show y'all what we did with the closet as far as like structural changes, what we did with the closet as far as like how we organize it and different things like that. So stay tuned for that video.
Do you want me to drop the overlay?
Yeah, we'll show you what it looks like empty. We'll talk about what we did as far as the structural changes, and how we kind of pre-designed it. We did speak with the company beforehand about coming in and doing a custom closet, so we haven't done that yet. So you'll see the little design that we came up with that works great for the both of us.
So where are we going next, bro?
So next we are gonna go upstairs.
All right, so switching gears a little bit, I'm gonna show everybody the upstairs. So when we were originally going through the design process, one of the things we thought about doing was the wood steps with the white risers, but that was about a $6,500 upgrade. So after moving in, we had planned on ripping it out, but we decided to keep the carpet. And it looks nice, but we will probably, I don't know what you think, do it after
I think we have,
a little older.
Yeah, I think we have time because the kids are always up and down the steps. And to be honest with you, it's become like a chill spot, so we got time.
And I'll put a picture in, but it's really just aesthetics. It really adds nothing to the house. It just looks a little better, but we'll see. So I'll show everybody the upstairs. Again, one of the things we loved about this house is the half spiral or spiral staircase with the rotunda above. I think that's one of the things that we love most about the house. So once you get to the top of the landing here, you have views overlooking the living room, and again, these ceilings are 19 feet tall on both sides. So over the left side of the bathroom, you overlook the living room and the kitchen area. You still have views of the patio as well as the backyard. Then when you come over on this side, you have this view of the front entry, a lot of natural light that comes in. In this video, for the most part, we have almost no lights on in the house, and you can see how much natural light actually comes in. So on, I guess you would say, the east wing of the house, if you will.
And that's even with the storm outside, we still have plenty of light.
Yeah, it's cloudy right now. It's about to storm. So on this side, like I said, the east wing of the house, we have 2 of our 5 bedrooms. We're not going to show the bedrooms now because everything just kind of got moved in. It's junky, but I will put in the footage to, show what it looks like. So we have a bedroom here. Come this way. We have a linen closet, storage closet here. And then down the hallway, we have another bedroom. But the real reason that I love this floor plan, that I manifested, and we manifested 2 years ago that we would build this plan in the year 2020, is right this way.
So as we're walking that way, Akeem did not mention the Jack and Jill bathrooms that are connecting the bathrooms. So each kid has
I didn't have to mention it because I said I'm gonna put the footage so they'll be able to see it. See?
I didn't even think you walked through in the footage though, but okay.
So bedroom number 5 is actually down here. And again, I'll put in the footage for that, but we have another full bathroom here that is not really the private bathroom for this bedroom here. It's more of an upstairs guest bathroom, as well as our second oldest son, his bedroom right there. So should I show this room last?
I say do it last.
Do it last, okay.
Yeah.
So this room right here is the game room, and it's where, me and the fellas will hang out. Meaning the fellas, the kids, my friends, or whatever the case may be. But the vision I have for this room, I have some paint concepts that I want to do. It has the double tray ceiling, which I absolutely love. But I want to paint the bottom of those to give it some architectural architectural designs, but to give it some dimension. Some other things, but I want LED lights behind the TV. And this couch is actually our old living room couch. We're probably going to keep that for a little while before we upgrade it, maybe another year or so. But you see the vibes. This is what we have going on here. Family game nights. We got the air hockey table here. We have closet full of board games and Xbox controllers and all kind of stuff in here.
Yeah, I love this closet because it adds so much storage. We still have we have a ton of games, but we still have plenty of room in there, so it's actually a cool space. And then we also want to add a ceiling light in here. Akeem didn't mention that.
Or a fan, because sometimes it gets a little
That's what I meant, a
warm.
fan, a
You
ceiling
don't
fan.
need air to be blasting, but we have a big 75-inch TV right here. So yeah, it's a cool little hangout spot. We have the Xbox hooked up to it, the Switch hooked up. Probably get a couple more game systems.
And it's also pre-wired for the speakers.
Yep, so we have, 4 zones? Yeah, we have 4 zones.
Office.
Yeah, 4 zones.
Yeah.
So we have the patio, your office, the game room,
Kitchen.
and the kitchen living room area pre-wired for in-home surround sound system. We just have to get that all hooked up. But the piece de resistance, the main event, the reason I love this plan is, if you don't know, we are a family of 7. We have 5 kids. Our youngest will be 5 this month, and our oldest will be 16 this month. So we like to hang out, we like to watch movies, and in Texas there's no basements, right? So we always said we wanted a home theater, but not a glorified bedroom that they turned into a movie theater. We wanted an actual home theater. So you saw this plan, and that's exactly what we get.
The double doors.
So this room is massive. I don't even know if it shows up on camera. I should know this by heart. I think it's 22 by 15.
Is it 15 or 16?
15.
Okay.
22 by 15. So this room is actually designated with our builder as a media room, but then there's an upgrade to turn it into a theater room. So when you do that, you get the dark color paint that you can choose. You get the pre-wired surround sound for 7.2.2 Adobe Atmos surround. So we have left, right, and center channel speakers. We have 2 overhead speakers for the Adobe Atmos, and then we have 2 rear surround speakers, and it's also pre-wired for the projector. The plan is to put a 135-inch CinemaScope screen. So I don't want to go into too much detail, but when I do the big reveal, I'll go into more detail on what that is. But it's pretty much so you don't get those black bars when you're doing a projection when you're watching a movie. So can't wait to do that. Probably try to get that done soon. Keep that, your niece keep asking about it. So
our niece, but yeah.
True, our niece. But yeah, that's it. To me, this was the number one reason. There's other plans that have 99% of the things that this home has, but this is the one thing that to me took it over the top.
I agree.
And just the ability to have music pumping through this room, the game room, the whole downstairs during the holidays, Super Bowl parties in here with the surround sound playing all over the house. It's just, the options are limitless. We love to entertain. We always want to be one of those entertaining houses. So, we want to be the house that everybody wants to come over to. Our kids, we prefer their friends to come over to our house so we can always keep an eye on our kids. That was our goal. That was our goal, and we did it. So, that's it. That's the empty or semi-empty house tour. Again, we got a couple more videos turning this house into a home, so make sure you stay tuned. Other than that, signing out. Peace.
Thanks, guys.